Hi, the internet. Welcome to the What Else Show. I'm your host, Robert. This is Bethany.
Hi, internet.
Today we've got a brand new episode for you, a brand new What Else topic. Bethany, what is our What Else topic today?
Today we are talking about weddings.
Today we're talking about weddings. Why are we talking about weddings? What is weddings?
Weddings. So we're talking about weddings because it's June.
Okay, it is June.
Very popular for weddings. Yeah,
that's why
there's a lot of weddings going on right now.
Just on a whim. Okay, Bethany, what are we talking about weddings? Are we just getting a general? How do you feel about weddings?
I generally don't like weddings.
No, because you hate the union of two people.
No, because I don't really enjoy spending a ton of time around strangers.
Oh, yes.
Right?
People that go to weddings are strange.
You go to a wedding and you don't know anybody there and there's a lot of people there and you don't even get to talk to your friends who are getting married.
Yeah, you never get to talk to them.
Because there's so many other people there. So it's not really my favorite thing. I do enjoy kind of that euphoric happiness, that kind of what is the emotional vibe.
What is
weddings?
Empathy for happiness? What's that word?
Oh, like vicarious joy.
Right.
Yeah. So I just kind of experience that joy vicariously. But in general, I don't enjoy weddings.
I don't like weddings either. Mainly because the main entertainment of a wedding is dancing, and I don't dance.
Right. We're not dancers. We don't really dance.
The only time I ever dance is when I'm making fun of somebody else's dance. That's it. It's the only time.
That's true.
If I'm doing...
That's true. He does do that.
If I'm doing Mick Jagger's chicken walk or something like that,
you do
that's
the most
only time I'm
amazing.
dancing. What else do I not like about weddings? Like you said, the strangers. They sit you at a table with people you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't get to talk to the bride and groom who you're there for anyways. Mm-hmm. I've only been to buffet weddings.
Like a buffet wedding?
Yeah. Have you ever been to a wedding where they... No, I have been to a wedding where they serve you. One wedding. Mm-hmm. I think that was probably the nicest, most fancy wedding I've ever been to. Mm-hmm. Looked like it cost $1 bajillion. Open bar.
Yeah.
Took a bus up to a hilltop lookout.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's not get too deep into it.
Yeah. Okay.
We're talking about general weddings right now.
General weddings right now.
What do I like about weddings?
Yeah.
I like getting dressed up. Mm-hmm. I like open bars. If your wedding is a beer, wine only, it's not going to get a great review, you know? Should I start reviewing weddings?
Maybe we should start reviewing weddings. I feel like that's just me.
I like a full bar at open bar at a wedding, you know?
Well, doesn't it depend on the size of the wedding though? If you're at a wedding where there's let's say 200 plus guests.
Sure.
I feel like that's an open bar situation. But if you're at a wedding that's 10 or less guests,
who has a
or
wedding
maybe
that's
20
10
or less
guests?
I don't know. People have small weddings. We had a really small wedding.
We didn't have a wedding. We had a ceremony.
That's true. We got married in our living room.
I guess a destination wedding, I'm only going to invite 10 people. We're all going to go
something like that.
Have a wedding on a beach. Beach weddings, do not care for.
We don't like the beach.
I don't like the beach.
No.
Sand, too much sand.
Too much sand.
They should get some more concrete in that beach.
They need more concrete on the beaches. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just pave right over.
Pave it over.
Yep. Pave over it.
Add some chlorine to that water.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, ocean water. Yeah.
A wedding I've never been to. I've never been to a wedding with a live band.
Oh.
And I feel like I would enjoy that. And there's two different live bands that I think that would be good for weddings. Mm-hmm. One, the live band, Kevin from The Office,
Oh, yeah. Kevin's band.
Scrantonicity.
Yeah, Scrantonicity.
I feel like that would be a fun...
those police hits.
A fun wedding band. Or just a very classy 4-piece, a string quartet,
Yes.
Very fancy.
Very classy. Super classy.
Sometimes I feel like a wedding should be a fun funeral. You know what I mean?
A fun funeral.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like some people get too out there in their theme weddings, There's like, it's Star Wars theme. I'm like, it's a wedding. It's a wedding themed. It already has a theme.
Yeah, it already has a theme. It's a wedding.
Yeah.
That's your theme. So, the best wedding that you've ever been to?
That one that I was telling you earlier. Service wedding.
Yes.
Plated food, not a buffet.
That was a nice wedding.
Open bar.
Yep.
Beautiful destination.
Yep. Because it was at a vineyard?
It was at a vineyard.
It was at a vineyard. It was very nice.
There was like a cave situation.
Yes, they had a cave where they kept the
I didn't know
casks of wine.
Anybody there.
Yeah, we didn't know anybody. Oh no, we knew like a couple of people, but
we couldn't talk to them. They were all in the wedding party.
So
that's the thing I don't like about weddings.
Yeah.
And they're always doing like wedding pictures, like, oh, okay, well, I guess you guys are going to be gone for an hour and a half.
Yeah, doing wedding photos.
Well, I'm over here just drinking all the booze just to say hi,
Half in the bag, just waiting. Yeah.
Have you ever been to a wedding where somebody got like too drunk and started like, you know what I never liked about, that kind of drunk?
Borderline.
Oh, belligerent?
Borderline. Not so much belligerent, but like really embarrass themselves.
Yeah.
Like seriously embarrass themselves. And so like they make everybody else feel awkward.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I didn't do anything wrong, but I still feel super embarrassed for this person. But are you counting the speeches as something that you like? Because that's something I don't like.
No, most of the speeches are awful.
I'd like really rather not.
And people's written vows, I like when they are personal, but I don't like them to be all jokey, I like a joke in them and then sincerity. Because how many opportunities do people get to be sincere in front of other people without looking like a jerk? Once at a wedding, wedding, funeral, graduation. I don't know. I feel like even a graduation speech should be funny.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Yeah. Cause the speeches thing is something I'm not a fan of either.
It's
because it's like, and you don't even know who they are. So it's like this person is giving a speech about your friends and like you don't even know.
Yeah.
It's like
good inside joke, guys.
Yeah. And
I gave a wedding.
That's like all it is. It's like inside joke.
I gave a wedding speech once and I tried to make it funny because I try to make everything funny.
That's who you are.
Because I'm a jerk, right? And
you're not a jerk.
I don't know. It went okay. It was only in front of like 10 people.
There was a very small, that was a very small, intimate
wedding.
Yeah, very small, intimate wedding. So worst wedding you've ever been to?
I would have to think about it. Why don't you go first on that one?
Okay, because I have one.
Oh, good.
The worst wedding I've ever been to. So it started pretty early on in the wedding plans.
In badness? Oh, the planning stage.
In terribleness. So I was supposed to be the maid of honor. But I was working full-time.
They realized that was a mistake.
Well, I was working full-time and I was going to school full-time. And they were out of state. And so...
Don't tell me, tell them.
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard this story.
I haven't.
So they're out of state. And so I'm working full-time. I'm going to school full time. I'm out of state. She really wanted me to be her maid of honor. I couldn't do all the stuff that she wanted me to do. And this was this was years ago. So this was before
before the internet.
Not before the internet, but before it became so easy to find things on the internet. I mean, I was literally calling places.
Yeah, on their website, it would be like, call us.
Call us.
Yeah. We're on the internet.
Yeah. So I was making phone calls. I found the perfect venue. It was in her budget. So I knew all the budget details. So I knew what she was looking for. Her sister got mad at me.
Yeah, because you picked a garbage venue.
I picked a beautiful venue. It was perfect. And her sister didn't like it. I'm on the
sister side right now.
Her sister didn't like it because her sister was adamant that they get married outside.
Why would you want to get married outside with all the variables?
Thank you. I know. You always, if you're going to get married outside, you always have to have a backup plan. I was like, fine, you find the place, because it took me like 4 months to find a place, because you have to have the date and then how much is the deposit and all that stuff. So it started there, and then it just went downhill. I basically handed over maid of honor duties to her sister. So her sister took over all the planning, canceled the string quartet that I had
You
booked.
had a string
I had
quartet?
a quartet.
Man,
Canceled
that would've
the
been nice.
quartet. Changed bakeries for the cake. Completely undid everything that I had booked. And I'm like, well, that's fine. Whatever.
I don't understand wedding cakes.
So-
Can we diverge for a second?
Yes.
I
love talking about cake.
I don't understand wedding cakes.
What?
Why are they so expensive?
Oh my God. I know.
I mean, I get that they want them to be tall.
Right.
But why don't they just bring out a fake cake that's tall? Because they're going to cut it up and serve it to everybody anyway. So you just keep reusing a fake cake.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just cardboard with, what is that? Icing on it. And
Yeah.
they can smash it in each other's face if they want.
But some people do that. Some people
Really?
have like the styrofoam. Its base is like styrofoam, and they frost.
That's a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Oh,
That's a thing. The wedding that we went to, their cake.
They had a fake cake?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm moving it down.
Yeah,
on the
you
list
don't
of
remember. Yeah, you don't remember. But it was the one where you gave your speech. Remember their wedding cake? The base was styrofoam,
Oh, I kind of do remember that now.
frosted. Yeah. like
Sorry,
on your
continue
first
with your
anniversary.
story.
Okay. So anyway, so we go to the wedding, right? And I've got this awful dress that doesn't fit. And I tried to get it tailored. It's still too big. I've got safety pins in it.
Too big? Surprising.
Yeah.
Continue.
Really surprising. It's raining, and so they have
Outside in the rain. You told her.
I told them, and so we had to move to the indoor venue. The actual ceremony ran about 45 minutes late because we had to wait for the previous wedding to finish so that we could move.
Oh my Jesus.
I'm telling you. Okay, so the number of guests was probably 250
250 sure.
to 300. Huge wedding.
300.
Huge formal wedding. Very formal, giant wedding party. The best man disappeared after the ceremony. Nobody knew where he was. He was 3 hours late to the reception. So we waited for 3 hours. We're starving and we are thirsty.
Why would you wait though? Is that what I'm saying?
Her and the maid of honor were like, no, we all have to walk in together. So there was no way that they were going to let the bride and groom just walk out into the reception hall without the maid of honor and the best man. And the maid of honor refused to walk out by herself because they were so entrenched in this. It has to be done this specific way.
I went to a wedding where
Dude,
the cake wasn't delivered.
Yep.
Yep. You
Yep.
were there.
Yep.
What else is this wedding? You're done with this wedding?
I'm done with
Yeah.
that wedding was awful.
Mostly
It was
the
awful.
best man situation
Yeah.
and the planning stages because they didn't let you plan it. So
Yeah.
you're bitter. So you're telling us lies about how it didn't go well. I get it.
So
Some weddings, like I'm so removed from what is happening, I don't know if things are going good or bad.
Right,
I'm
right.
just there. So
Yeah,
like,
we're just there.
Move here. Okay.
sit here. Here's your place card.
All right.
Yeah.
I've only been to a few weddings. I've never been to a wedding inside a church that I can remember. Like a church wedding. Like where God is involved a lot. Like God says, yeah, it's all right. You guys are good. You know, when God comes down from heaven and he looks at them and he either says yes or no. Never been to that one.
Okay.
I've never actually been to a theme wedding either. Have you ever been to a theme wedding
No.
with cosplayers?
No, never. I've
We
always
don't get invited to a lot of weddings, I guess.
We don't. I mean, like in my younger year, I've been to a lot of weddings though, but I've never been to one that was like that level of fun. Like,
No,
like
I wouldn't want to.
fun- Oh, I think that'd
No.
be fun.
No, it's wedding themed.
You're not supposed to wear white.
No.
You're not supposed to wear white.
Most of these people aren't supposed to wear white. I've never been to a wedding where the bride was supposed to wear white.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Also, that is something, even if some whore's getting married, you know, she should still be wearing white. It's a wedding theme. Right?
Right, but what if they're doing like a non-traditional wedding?
Stop it. It's a wedding themed.
Wow.
Bride wears white. Groom wears black. Get married.
Wow.
I want some staples.
What is your opinion on like the whole like wedding colors thing?
Oh,
Like-
I never notice.
You never notice? Oh.
Oh, the bridesmaid's gown matched the centerpiece. Okay. Do they though? Kind of. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't notice if every centerpiece was different. It might be better if they were.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Wedding colors are white. What color are these centerpieces going to be? White.
White. That's funny.
What color are the streamers going to be? White. It is a wedding.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I feel about it.
Wow.
What color are flowers? White flowers. It's a wedding. Just do it. And wedding colors, which are white.
Yep.
I think more people should not have weddings.
Just a ceremony.
Just a ceremony.
Ceremony.
Save up that cash for a nice honeymoon, a down payment on a house, some cool video games, whatever you want to do with it. It's your money you saved. Throwing a party for a bunch of other
my
people that you're not going to
goodness.
even get to talk to because you're going to be in the middle of a wedding.
I know.
But if you're going to have a wedding, there's
some expectations.
some expectations. There's some
expectations.
rules.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
unwritten rules. And here's what I'm saying. More people should get married and have a reception instead of a wedding.
Right.
The further away the reception is from the ceremony, the more casual you could have it, the more
Yeah. I agree.
the more relaxed it can be.
Yeah.
Bigger the wedding, the more complications.
Yeah,
But if you have
it's
the money, you've
complicated.
got a wedding planner. They take care of everything.
Yeah, the
You
wedding
show up,
planner.
You,
Yep.
you
the
get
wedding
married. The
planner.
caterer messes up, but you have another caterer on
You have a
backup.
backup. Yep.
Yeah.
And the wedding planner's the one that makes all that happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's the way to go. If you're going to have a big wedding, you got to have somebody helping you.
Wedding planners are expensive.
They are.
That gets back to my
They are.
point. If you don't have the money, don't have a wedding. Save that money.
Go on a honeymoon or something else.
Buy a car.
Yeah.
buy
Anything, really.
Buy a wedding-sized car. I went to a wedding once where everybody was dressed pretty fancy, and then I think I saw somebody in shorts, but like it was all over the place.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, the people that were getting married told everybody just wear what you're comfortable in. Like, what kind of...
Yeah, there weren't
What
a lot
kind
of
of instruction is that?
instructions. Yeah, like if you're gonna give your guests instructions on what to wear, just give them instructions on what to wear. Like, tell them, because
business casual.
because what's gonna happen is, you and I will show up and we're gonna be dressed up and we're gonna be like, why is that person wearing shorts? Why are they wearing shorts?
Why are they wearing shorts? I thought this was a wedding.
Yeah, like, your guests might have a little bit of chagrin over that. Like, we took our time.
Yeah.
We put thought into our
Maybe the
attire.
person that shows up in shorts is like, they said wear what you're comfortable in. Why is everybody dressed up?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nobody's fault.
So it's gotta be
except the person
consistent.
giving the directions.
Right, exactly. You got to be consistent.
Let's talk about wedding gifts.
Wedding gifts are always tough because they register somewhere.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, I'm supposed to get you this exact gift. And it kind of feels insincere.
Right. And then they're like,
I don't know why.
I'm not going to give you a $2,000 espresso machine.
We're going to register for this. Boom.
Right.
Yeah. And then okay.
And then there's also too cheap of gifts, like, I'm not going to get you a $10 coffie pot. Why are these two things on the same?
I know. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. I much rather I would much rather give somebody, money or a thought out gift.
Right.
You and I are thinkers when
Right.
it comes to gifts. We
And
like to
then-
be,
Also, what do you think about when somebody's donate to our honeymoon? What do you think about that?
That I love.
Do you like that?
Oh, I love that because it takes the guesswork out. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right,
But-
awesome.
But that's still just kind of begging for money.
Well, yeah, but it's allowed.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's allowed.
It's a nice, allowed way
It's
to
a
beg
nice,
for money.
allowed way to beg for money, and I am all for that because to me, it's like, okay, I was gonna try and spend money on you anyway, on something that I know that you want, and
don't even want,
or maybe something you don't even
you
want.
just had to put something
Who
down.
knows? I was gonna try and put some thought into it, but then when you tell me like, oh, we're saving for a honeymoon, donate here, like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. I get behind that. I'm 100% behind that.
Know.
Because it takes the guesswork out of
I don't know how I feel about it.
the gifting. Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't think of it as begging for money. I think of it as I'm going to like put your mind at ease. You don't have to try and figure anything out. But it's not as crass as here's all the stuff that we've registered for.
Right.
I feel like it's a little more personal than here's our gift.
But still, it's still really impersonal.
It kind of is.
Because you don't have to know anything about them. And I guess people that have big weddings where they're like inviting their dentist,
Right.
they're like, yeah, you're not going to know what we want.
Yeah.
You don't know us at all. You know our teeth. That's it.
And also, like, if they've lived together for a long time before getting married, like, what could they possibly need? They already have a house.
And
they already have, like, they don't need that coffee maker.
Yeah. And why have they been living in sin so long, All you need to get them is a Bible. Let them know what's up.
Oh my gosh.
But are we still talking about weddings? What else?
We are.
We talked about wedding presents.
We talked about the gifts. We talked about the attire.
Have you ever been to a wedding that had good food? The only wedding I've ever been to
Think of one.
has had okay food or food that wasn't good. I've never been to a wedding that had good food.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess when you make for so many people,
or not good.
it's real cafeteria on you.
Yeah. What's the worst food you've ever had at a wedding?
To be honest, the best food I've ever had at a wedding, and this is going to sound so stupid, is they had a wedding, but they had a food truck there, and that was the best food I've ever had. But it was just like good food truck food, it wasn't fancy or anything, and that was like the best food I've ever had. But it shouldn't be at a wedding, but it is the best food.
But
I've
it is
ever
the best
had.
food
Yeah.
that you've ever had. What's wedding food?
What's wedding food?
Yeah, so tell me your wedding
salmon. It's not going to be good. That's why it's salmon, mashed potatoes, asparagus. Boom. Wedding food. The food's not what's important at the wedding. Drinks are what's important at the wedding.
Open bar.
Open bar. Let's
Open
get
bar.
back to it.
Yep, open bar.
And I'm an easy open bar guy. What do you want? I don't know. Take a whiskey.
Yeah. Or like, what are your drinks? Like sometimes they'll have like a drink special for the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a neat.
And it's kind of fun because
thing.
they sometimes they'll put their names of the people getting married in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's always fun.
Yeah, I like
a nice
that.
little. Yeah. What's your opinion on veils? What do you think of veils?
Veils?
Yeah, veils.
I like a good veil because it's got that, wedding vibe to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got the whole wedding aesthetic, the tradition of it, And it's wedding theme. When else do you have a veil?
That's true.
Funeral.
Oh, funeral. Yeah.
That's it. Wedding and funeral is all I can think of.
Yeah, interesting. I was just curious your opinion on veils.
You know what I like? I like one of those Jewish weddings where they smash the glass.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I think there could be a little bit more anarchy in some of these weddings. Smashing things.
Smashing things, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The glass smashing.
Glass smashing.
Yeah, what do you think
fun.
about the glass smashing?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, or like throwing glass in the fireplace. I like that.
That's not in a wedding.
I'd love to do that.
That's not in a
I
wedding.
will find a wedding to do it at.
I think other people should steal that from Jewish people. The glass smashing.
Are you really advocating for misappropriation?
I'm sure all of this
someone's culture.
I'm sure all this stuff was from something else first. What do you think? Walking down the aisle, where is that from? Somewhere.
That's true. This is fun. I liked getting your opinion on different wedding
I'm sure
aspects.
you've gotten my opinions hard before about weddings. Every time somebody does something wrong and I yell about it.
Right. It's a wedding. That's your go-to. It's a wedding.
Should I take us out?
Yes, please. Yes.
Thanks for watching, Internet. You can follow the show on Twitter at What Else Show. We're also on Instagram at The What Else Show. Please like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. And that's it. Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet. Yeah, I don't think... Because, like... for me, it's always like